The start of the Minutemen is well known to folks of the Commonwealth. Their rise to prominence happened back in 2180 when they defended Diamond City from super mutants. Not much is known about who was the founder of that group, but they grew in popularity swiftly. With close to 50 years of continual growth, the Minutemen finally attempted to form a government in 2230. But this was a disaster that led to a loss of trust by many folks. Not 10 years later, they would suffer another hard blow when the castle fell to super mutants attacks, and finally, the Mirelurk Queen. The Quincy Massacre in September 2287 was the last straw to break the camel's back. The surviving group of 20 fled from the smoking ruins of Quincy. They were slowly picked off one by one on their way to Concord. This is where the sole survivor met Preston. It wasn't long before a small group of settlers had set up shop in Sanctuary. Preston was receiving distress calls from settlers all over the Commonwealth, still clinging to the hope that there was someone out there to help them. With the hope of finding Sean and his missing wife, the general would seek out these settlements and help them. Even though they didn't know anything about his missing son, they all believed the Institute was involved. With the northwestern area becoming safer, more and more people slowly migrated to settlements under the protection of the Minutemen. With the increase in population, a vastly growing need for security forces was placed upon the general. Being a former soldier, he thought it wise to form ranks and set up a command chain. That way all the worries and concerns could be distributed among his men evenly. Preston was in de facto the only official Minutemen left, so second in command fell on his shoulders. He was given the rank of first lieutenant and was given half of all the men to command. The general was also not pleased with how poorly trained most of these people were, with most of them being farmers. He took a week and ran them through a skeleton boot camp, teaching them valuable marksmanship skills and small unit tactics. This would have to do as word was spreading that the Minutemen were back. With this came a surge of new volunteers wanting to join and make their homes safe again. But with these volunteers came a few former Minutemen who were looking to rejoin. Most notable among them were Hartfield and Evans.